yellow truck, bet they both gon' clear the scene. Watch me do 100 miles per hour when the light turn green. You know you can't ride with us if you can't show the bubble beat. Once you hit a revving on the engine, you know what that means. Red car, yellow truck, bet they both gon' clear the scene. Watch me do 100 miles per hour when the light turn green. You know you can't ride with us if you can't show the bubble beat. Once you hit a revving on the engine, you know what that means.
What up, fam? Nothing special, but upon special requests, I got an updated watt box and summarized install video. Get straight to the point. Alright, check it out. Alright, let's do the orange and red. And you know what? I'll do orange and red, and then I'll tell you about the yellow too. So I'm gonna try to reach in as close as I can. Actually, I'm gonna shoot you another video. Alright, so there's the orange wire. The orange wire, see that blue there, connects to my harness. This is my harness. My harness is connected to each and every coil going all the way around. You clip the brown and white wire. That's what you're going to connect your harness to. Alright, now that's the orange wire. Now over here on the other side, this is coil number 8, where I clipped the brown and white wire from coil number 8. The red wire is connecting to that side that's still in the harness, the actual stock harness, if you understand what I'm saying. All the other brown and white ones that's just dangling where you clipped them, you're just going to fold those back and, you know, cap them off. So like mine, I'll show you one if I can find. Okay, right here. See, this was the brown and white wire that was running to this coil. It's no longer running to the coil because my harness is going to the coil. Makes sense? The red and white wire, the red wire from the watt box connects to the brown and white wire that you clip off of 8. Now your harness wire should be connected to number 8. See, here's the brown and white wire coming from the coil. Here's my harness wire connected to it. Here's the brown and white wire that was connected to it originally. Now my red wire is connected there. So that's it. The red wire connects to the brown and white. You cut all the brown and whites off, and you put your harness from the orange to all the coils where the brown and white was. Make sense? Simple enough. All right, if you look, you'll see that yellow wire there. That yellow wire is going down behind the block, because behind the block on the passenger side of the, back side of the block itself is your crank sensor. That's what I put that into. I had to look it up to figure out which one. I believe it's the blue and white is the signal, and I'll double check that if you want me to. All right, boss, real quick. So the blue wire, like I said, I got run into my accelerator pedal, right? So here's my wires for the watt box. There's the blue wire. See how it goes to that white wire? Well, that white wire goes in 2 directions. One is because I used that, which was already, my nitrous, like I told you before, but let's follow this other end of it, right? If you follow the other end, see, there's my accelerator pedal. You can go up, and there you go. The second wire, which is brown and white, that's what I got the blue wire hooked up to. All right, man, now we're going to talk about this green one, which is a little bit more complicated. You don't have to do yours this way, but this was just the way I did mine. So basically, I have a relay that's wired to one of those switches over there. And basically, if you're doing this, hopefully you know how to wire up a relay. So basically, my ground from the relay, and I have a button right there. They both share the same ground. I have power coming from my relay to that switch. The green wire is also running to this relay. So what's happening is, once I flip that switch, this relay is telling the watt box that there's power being sent to it. When I push this button, it kills power to the watt box through this green wire here. So it thinks that I'm pressing the clutch. And that's basically what I did. Now, it can be done, the reverse way, where it's not seeing power, and then when you hit the button, it sees power. So all it's looking for is a change, So it's seeing at least a minimum of 5 volts. And that's it, man. That's the way I ran my green. All right, guys. So hopefully that helped out, some of y'all. Another real good video to check out is Ultra SRT. I believe it's spelled out just like that, Ultra and SRT. It's got a real good video explaining, how to do it way better than the first one that I made. It's kind of what made me redo this one, plus a bunch of people were asking questions and stuff like that. So I figured this would be a good thing to do. Again, it seems like it's hard. It's not. It's fairly simple. And if you can figure out exactly where it's coming from the ECU, as far as the injector, the coil power, then that's really your best bet. And then you don't have to do the jumping from coil to coil to coil to coil. You can just split that wire, put one end of it, the computer end of it, to the red, and then the coil end of it to the orange, and then you're it. That's it. You know what I mean? It's real simple. See, I didn't have the information to do that myself, so I did my little harness rig up. Plus, I'm gonna need that pretty soon anyway for one of my next upcoming upgrades. All right, man. Hopefully, again, like this helps y'all out. Again, walk with me. Peace.
Red car, yellow truck, bet they both gon' clear the